Got everybody now? We're ready to go? All right, with that, I'm going to call to order the Town of Loxahatchee Grove Special Magistrate hearing. It is September 17th. It's 9:02. My name is Amity Barnard. I'm the Special Magistrate for this morning's hearing. First thing I'm going to do, I don't see any respondents in the room, so I'm going to forego the discussion of process. I don't believe anybody's online.
There is one person I anticipated being online, Mr. German.
And I'm here.
Okay, Mr. German, just stand by 1 second, so I will briefly do process. You've been on these hearings before, but first thing I'm going to do is swear anybody in who's here to testify on any items today, including those of you on the remote access. So if you could raise your right hands for me, and I'll swear you all in at once. Do you all swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Thank you. And with that, Mr. German, you've heard the process speech several times, but the town will go first to the extent the matter is heard. I think this is a status/fine assessment hearing. The town will proceed first, present any evidence, call any witnesses. Once they're finished with their presentation, you'll get to go present any evidence, cross-examine any witnesses that the town puts on. And at the end of that, I'll make a final ruling. Excuse the mask this morning, Mr. German, to the extent you can see me remotely. Almost back to normal, but I didn't want to expose anyone at town hall to whatever fun I've been dealing with. So excuse the mask for this morning.
Problem.
And with
Forgive
that,
you.
I'll
I can see it, but I got to be honest. You can take your mask off as far as I'm concerned.
I expect that would be your response, sir.
You're not going to get me sick. I feel safe.
All right, with that, I'll turn it to the town to call its first case.
So the,
You can do Bellarino first.
okay. Deanna Thomas, lead code compliance officer for the town of Loxahatchee Groves, and I have been sworn. The first case will be Jose Villarino and Ramon A. Villarino Jr., 2241 A Road, case number 2504-0001. PCN number 4140-4324-0000-1030. Violation sections, Town Code of Ordinances 30-6, general nuisances, keeping fill on property, ULDC Code 20-017, prohibited uses, ULDC Code 20-010G1, residential zoning district, outdoor storage. So this is in reference to the property located at 2241 A Road. The notice of violation and notice of hearing was personally delivered by John Suarez, code officer for the town of Loxahatchee Groves, to Jose Villarino on September 16, 2025. A copy of the order finding violation was mailed certified to the property owner on file from the Palm Beach County property appraiser on August 5th, 2025. We have a signed green card that was signed August 7th, 2025. A copy of the notice of violation and notice of hearing was also posted at Town Hall. We had a meeting, excuse me, with the property owner at Town Hall with Mr. Villarino and town staff, where we came to a mutual agreement. At this time, we are requesting a continuance until January 5th, 2026 for a status fine assessment. Additionally, it is recommended that administrative costs incurred in the amount of $234.05 be assessed and ordered to be paid to the town of Loxahatchee Groves. The full case folder is being submitted as evidence in support of this recommendation.
Thank you. So this is on here as a status/fine assessment. Was there a violation previously found in this case?
Yes, ma'am. Your magistrate, the reason for the continuance is because his property is classified as vacant. And he is in the process of scheduling a meeting and has one scheduled for the property appraiser to get his classification changed to ag, ag.
Okay. All right, so you're asking for continuance. Are you asking to establish a new compliance date?
Not at this time. We're gonna continue it as a notice of status fine assessment hearing for him to come back on January 5th to tell us if, or tell the town if he's has received his new classification of his property from vacant to ag.
Okay, but in January, you're not going to be asking me to impose a fine.
Not at this time.
Okay. And Mr. Villarino is, I think I remember this from last month. He's not present today. Did the town know he wasn't going to be here today?
Yes, we did.
Okay.
We actually sent him an email advising him that we would continue it to try and work with him so he could get his ag classification changed or the vacant classification changed to ag.
All right, so I'm happy to reset it. I just want to make sure that the town understands that in January, if it comes back to me, I'm going to give him additional time to comply because I'm not setting a compliance date today. So,
Understand?
okay. And I'm happy to do that. That's fine. So essentially, you're just asking me to reset this matter for the January 5th, 2026 hearing.
Yes,
Okay. And Mr. Villarino also knows that you're asking for administrative costs for today's hearing,
yes,
and he was in agreement with that?
yes.
Okay. All right. And then just so I'm clear, your testimony on a notice of violation and notice of hearing, what you actually sent certified was the prior order. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And that had today's hearing date on it. All right. Anything further from the town?
No, ma'am.
Scheduling for January already, huh?
I know.
That's crazy. In January, so it's January 5th is the hearing date. Okay. All right, in case 25040001. And you sent a separate notice too. Okay. All right. And when you send these, I think I've asked you guys this before, but when you send these separate fine assessment hearing notices, you're sending the copy of the prior order, correct?
Yes,
It
ma'am.
goes in the same envelope?
Yes.
Okay. All right. With that, reference the case number. I'll note for the record that I think I already did that the respondents are not present at today's hearing. I'll admit the town's evidentiary case file as composite exhibit 1 without objection. I'll find based on the affidavit of posting in the case file as well as the signed certified mail for the notice of status / fine assessment hearing that the town had good service for today's hearing. I will grant the mutually agreed continuance and I will reset this matter for fine assessment hearing on January 5th, 2026 at 9 a.m. And I will assess the town's administrative costs for today's hearing in the amount of $234.05 payable within 30 days as well.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, the next case is Lantana Holdings LLC. 16169 Southern Boulevard, case numbers 2301-0003 and 2301-0006. Property control number 4140-4600-000-1020. Previously found in violation of code sections 87030 tree removal permit and 20-017 prohibited use. And I'm gonna defer this over to Town Attorney, Mr. Kurtz.
Good morning, Your Honor. This case was before you on August 20th, I believe it was, Wednesday,
Mhm.
August 20th. And at that time, you continued the fine assessment hearing, as I'd indicated that the town had not filed the notice of non-compliance in the public records. In between then and now, we attempted to schedule meetings with Mr. German and his client to see if we could reach a further resolution. Mr. German was not available. We have agreed to meet with them on this coming Tuesday, which I believe is the 23rd. And in light of that, we would request a continuance of this matter until Monday, October 6th at 9 a.m. before you. We'll see what we can resolve. The town is in the process of recording the affidavit of non-compliance.
All right, thank you. And I guess before I hear from Mr. German, as it relates to service for today's hearing, I know Mr. German was here, but do you want to get your service testimony on the record?
Yes. We do have we did mail the continuance, certified mail, return receipt requested to the property owners. Continuing the hearing, Lantana Holdings LLC, they did send the signed green card back. And I do have that for proof, and we did post the town hall for that.
And Your Honor had found good service with respect to the August 20th hearing on those folks, and you had continued it at the meeting. So
Yep, I just want to make sure because I know Mr. German is here, but I know that nobody from Lantana Holdings LLC is, I don't see anyone in the room, so I just want to make sure that I enter this for today's hearing for the purpose of granting another extension, should that be what happens. All right, can I keep these for a moment? Thank you. All right, Mr. German, you heard all that from Mr. Kurtz,
I did.
and you're in agreement with what he said?
Yes, I am.
And I don't presume this has changed, but your representation remains the same, correct?
That's
For
correct.
FERP Holdings?
That's correct.
Okay.
And the anticipation still remains that my client will be purchasing this property, so there will be one owner and one person you have to deal with going forward, but for various reasons I won't get into. That's been postponed a couple times, but the anticipation still is in the next 60 days or so that there should be a closing.
Okay. All right. Anything further, Mr. German?
Nothing from me.
I guess just one question. I presume I'm looking at the documents. I'm looking at the prior order. You were at the last hearing, so you have actual service or actual notice of that of today's hearing, and you're obviously here. But do you have any objection to me entering the documents that the town has handed to me, which include the prior order and the certified mail documents that were sent out?
No.
Okay, thank you. All right. Anything further from the town?
nothing, Your Honor.
All right, with that, in case, cases 23010003 and 23010006. I'll enter the documents that the town has handed me as composite exhibit 1 without objection, which include the signed certified mail for the prior order that I issued back in August. I'll also note for the record that the stipulation agreement that controls these two cases does have a waiver of due process claims. But for the record, I just want to note that the town did send the prior order certified mail and that was signed for. So there's sufficient legal service to the extent it's necessary over the waiver for this morning's hearing. I will grant the mutually agreed continuance, and I'll reset this matter for October 6th at 2025 at 9 a.m. And we will see you then, Mr. German. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to appear remotely and feel better.
Thank you, sir. All right. That appears to be everything. Is that correct? All right, so I'll see you guys again on the 6th, and with that, I'll adjourn today's hearing at 9:18.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
And Cody, if you're still there, I will see and talk to you on Tuesday.
You may have disappeared off of there, I think.